So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, where today I'm going to make a video based on some news that's been happening recently based on Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now I know this has been sort of talked about quite a lot in the community recently, especially certain YouTubers like Glitching Queen, Skizalax and others who have been talking about like leaks and whatnot for Black Ops 4, but I wanted to put my own input on this situation. So basically on Twitter there is a guy in the name of Marcus Sellars who put up a tweet the other day that reads, COD 2018 is Black Ops 4. And is coming to PS4, Xbox, PC and Switch. It is set in the modern times and is boots on the ground. The Switch version will support DLC, HD rumble and motion controls. The Switch version is also being ported by a company which is familiar with COD games. Now I look at this and obviously a lot of people just take this as fact. Marcus Sellars has actually leaked some stuff before that has actually turned out to be true. And personally, I've only just found out about Marcus Sellars myself. I didn't know this guy previously until just now. We've been looking at this tweet. What he has basically told us is things that we have already sort of been told, or things that we can take an educated guess at that we can actually say are true. For instance, when we look at this tweet, we can say that COD 2018 is Black Ops 4. That's pretty much what everyone's been calling it at the moment. I've been calling it Black Ops 4. Everyone else who I've seen has also been calling it Black Ops 4. At this point in time, that is the best guess that we're going to go for, because I couldn't really think of what else they could call it. The second name that I think could call it would probably have to be World at War 2. But I think Black Ops 4 is a lot better of a name for them to call their next game. Especially with these zombies, it will follow on the storyline, but also with the campaign and multiplayer, it will follow suit as well. He also goes on to say it will be set in the modern times and is boots on the ground. With it being boots on the ground, because Call of Duty saw Infinite Warfare did so poorly, they realised that it did so bad because of the fact it was not boots on the ground and because of the fact that Infinite Warfare was a futuristic game and the fans don't want it. That's why they made World War 2, the game that's out at the moment. That's why they made Call of Duty World War 2 a boots on the ground game. It's done a lot better with sales as far as I'm aware, and I believe that Call of Duty will be looking at that and basically saying that we need to stick to our roots, we need to stick on the boots on the ground. And that's what basically all the fans are wanting. So again, that's not really too much of a like shock to see in this tweet. And also being set in the modern times, we've actually seen screenshots and leaks from Treyarch themselves when they were hiring or trying to look for someone to hire. They wanted someone who had a good knowledge of like modern weapons, good knowledge of modern technology. We could take from that because they were hiring someone now for modern technology, that their next game would be set in modern times. And that's basically the theory that people have. So again, saying in this tweet that it's set in the modern times isn't exactly revolutionary either. We could take an educated guess at this. However, the thing that does throw me off with this tweet a little bit, even though Marcus Sellars is like quite trusted in the community, I guess, he's actually a reviewer, an editor and writer for Nintendo Switch Net. The thing that throws me off a little bit with this tweet is the fact that he says that it's for the PC, PlayStation, Xbox and Switch. Now the thing about this is that with previous Call of Duty installments that has been on consoles such as the Nintendo DS, those Call of Duty games couldn't fit on the DS. They had to be put down basically in a way that it would be set right for the DS. And that's because the DS doesn't have the power to hold a game like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a big game, it needs a lot of power. The DS had to have a version of that Call of Duty which wasn't as big, it wouldn't take up as much power. I feel like the Switch isn't going to have as much power as the PlayStation. I don't know the specifics on the Switch, but I can guarantee the Switch is not going to be as powerful as a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One. So with that being said, if it is on the Switch, it would have to be really like powered down. It'd have to be like certain parts of the game would have to be taken out basically, and I feel like they wouldn't do that. And I don't know if there's been any Treyarch games before on any sort of handheld console. I feel like they might have done on the DS, but I don't know for 100%. But I don't know whether they would put Black Ops 4 on the Switch. Now, again, I could be wrong, but I really just cannot see this happening. When you look at Call of Duties on your PlayStation, for instance, like you look at Infinite Warfare, or you look at World War 2, or you look at Black Ops 3, with all the DLC, with the base game, with all the updates, these games, like if you look at Black Ops 3, you're looking at about 200 gigabytes worth of like data that's being taken up in your PlayStation. Infinite Warfare, again, it's like 200 or just about. And again, with all these DLCs and updates and the base game itself, it's a massive game to just have on a little handheld console. I've never actually played the Switch myself. I don't know how they run. I don't know how they're used. I don't know what like gigabytes they take. I don't know what their RAM is or anything like that. But but I feel like that they would not put this on the Nintendo Switch. But I do want to know your guys' opinion, so please put that down in the comments below, whether you think that they would put the next Call of Duty onto a Nintendo Switch. Again, I just feel like it'd be a bit like off. I feel like they would just stick it to the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. But again, I could be wrong because I don't really know too much about the Switch. But I just wanted to put my input into there about that. But it does also say on here about it being able to support the DLC, HD Rumble. I'm not too sure what HD Rumble is, and the motion controls. So it's basically saying that it should be able to support the entire game. Again, I don't know for sure. The Switch version would be ported by a company which is familiar with COD, so maybe Ravensoft, maybe another company, the same, I don't know which company, but maybe the same company that ported Black Ops 3 onto the Xbox, like the Xbox 360. You know, the company that basically screwed up Shadows of Evil and the Eisendrache. Maybe it's the same company, maybe it's a different one. He hasn't specified which company, but he just says it's a company that is familiar with COD games. So if that is true, then at least the Switch version would hopefully be a good experience for the Switch players, I guess. But again, I just couldn't see many people playing on the Switch. Okay, so next up, we're actually going to be talking about a webcast that is going to be done by Activision and Blizzard this week. Now, I've never heard of this before, but they do this every single year, and thanks to Glitching Queen, I actually now know about this. But basically, this week on Thursday, which is going to be at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is going to be 6:30 in the UK, for myself, obviously, because I live in the UK. Activision and Blizzard are going to be doing a webcast, which is just them talking about the new Call of Duty, which is going to be the Call of Duty title this year. Which hopefully in the webcast they'll drop a few bombs and they'll drop a few hints and like get the hype going a little bit basically. Hopefully they'll tell us like the title of the new Call of Duty to confirm or disprove the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 title that we've all been sort of looking for. Maybe they'll tell us a few things. Maybe they'll tell us that it'll be boots on the ground that can confirm that, or maybe they can confirm that it'll be futuristic. They have said this type of thing before. For World War II, they said that they were going to go back to its roots, and it was this time last year when they said that they were going to go back to the roots, and they first announced it in this webcast, as well as loads of other things as well. They're normally about an hour long or so I'll probably live stream sort of me reacting to it or me talking about it while I'm listening to it for the first time, giving my intake and stuff, or giving my input, sorry, and stuff. So we'll have to see about that, but that just looks very interesting, and I'm sort of quite excited actually to listen to this for the first time and just seeing what this webcast actually has to offer, just because I never actually listened to one before, because like I said, I've never actually known that this has existed. I don't know how I've never actually listened to one of these before and never even seen on Twitter like people promoting this from previous years. But it's very exciting to see that Activision are actually doing this webcast this week on Thursday, which is only a couple of days away from the time I'm making this video. So I'm quite hyped about that, like I said. And only in a few months we'll start to get a few more details and information, trailers, and up to the summer we'll start to get like the E3 trailers and stuff, and it's going to be absolutely hyped this year. And this is where it starts off, on Thursday. On Thursday it starts off, we get whatever we get in this webcast, we can then take from that whatever we will, and then from there we can just build up our hype, and hopefully come November it's going to be absolutely lit. I can't wait for the next title, or Call of Duty title, Treyarch title is going to be absolutely, it's just going to blow the community up. Like, it really is just going to blow the community up, and I'm sort of at a loss for words right now, like the excitement that's going through me, as well as I'm sure going through a lot of you guys, when you understand that it's not too far away until like Treyarch's next game, and I'm obviously really excited for it because it's actually going to be a good mode of zombies. So hopefully I'll be there streaming it onto my channel, just there giving my input and stuff. Like I say, it'll be exciting to see what they say in the cast. Other than that, I think that's basically all the news at the moment that I've seen. If you guys have seen anything else, then do put down in the comments below so I can just have a look. I don't really want to do like news videos all the time, but occasionally I do want to keep you guys updated. That's why I've made this video today. I just wanted to like announce really that this like webcast thing was happening. So in case you guys didn't know, you now know. Obviously you probably all know from Glitching Queen, but I just wanted to put it out there as well, just in case you guys hadn't seen. And in regards to that Marcus Sellars thing, I just wanted to get you guys input on what you think, whether that's a legit tweet or whether you think that he's just like trying to pull everyone's leg. We'll see. We'll find out sooner or later. I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon whether he was telling the truth or not. But anyway, I'm going to leave you guys right there. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave it a like rating and subscribe to the channel for more zombies content. Comment down below any thoughts or opinions you have about these, and let me know what you think about anything that I've spoken about in this video. And without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.